Hello everyone, welcome back to SR Tech Lab. In today's video, we're going to install Windows Server 2025 on VMware Workstation, and we'll perform the basic configuration to get our server ready for the next steps. This is going to be the first video in our Windows Server Lab series. By the end of this video, we will have Windows Server 2025 installed, VMware Tools configured, the server renamed, and a static IP address assigned. So, let's get started. First, we need the Windows Server 2025 installation ISO. For this lab, I'm downloading directly from the official Microsoft website. After downloading the ISO file, we'll use it to create our virtual machine in VMware Workstation. After download, let's open VMware Workstation. Click Create a new virtual machine. Here, I'll select Custom and click Next. On the next screen, I'll choose I will install the operating system later and click Next. For the operating system, select Microsoft Windows. From the list, choose Windows Server 2025 and click Next. Now, I'll choose the location where I want to save the virtual machine. You can choose any location according to your preference. Next, I'll select UEFI as the firmware type. For the processor, I'll use 2 processors with 2 cores each, giving us a total of 4 cores. For memory, I'll assign 8 GB of RAM. For the network connection, I'll select Bridged Networking. For the I/O controller, I'll keep LSI Logic SAS, which is the recommended option. For the virtual disk type, I'll select NVMe. Now I'll choose Create a new virtual disk. For the disk size, I'll use 60 GB. If we need more storage later, we can increase the virtual disk size. For the disk file name, I'll use Windows Server 2025. The virtual disk file will be created as a VMDK file. Now let's review all the hardware configurations we assigned to the virtual machine. Everything looks good, so I'll click Finish. The virtual machine has now been created. Next, I'll edit the virtual machine settings. I'll go to CD/DVD, select Use ISO image file, and browse to the Windows Server ISO file that we downloaded earlier. I'll select the ISO and click OK. Now we're ready to start the installation. Let's power on the virtual machine. When you see press any key to boot from CD or DVD, press any key on the keyboard. And now the installation will start. Next, select your preferred language and click Next. Now select your keyboard settings and click Next. Choose the Setup option and select Install Windows Server. Accept the license terms by clicking I agree. Click Next and select Windows Server 2025 Standard, Desktop Experience. Click Next, then accept the applicable license terms and conditions. Now select the hard drive where you want to install Windows Server. Create or select the required partition, then click Next. Finally, click Install to begin the installation. The process may take some time, and the server may restart several times during the installation. Once the installation is complete, we can continue with the initial Windows Server configuration. After the installation is completed, Windows Server will ask us to set the administrator password. The username is already set as administrator. I'll enter a strong password for the local administrator account and click Finish. Now we need to log in. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete. In VMware Workstation, you can also use Ctrl plus Alt plus Insert to send the login command to the virtual machine. Now enter the administrator password and log in. As you can see, the Windows Server desktop is now open. The installation is completed successfully. Next, we'll install VMware Tools. From the VMware Workstation menu, click VM and then select Install VMware Tools. VMware will mount the VMware Tools installation media to the virtual machine's DVD drive. Now open the DVD drive and double-click the VMware Tools setup file. Follow the installation wizard and complete the installation. Once the installation is finished, restart the server if required. VMware Tools is now installed successfully. Next, we'll configure the server name and static IP address. Now let's rename our server. Press Windows plus R, type sysdm.cpl and press Enter. The System Properties window will open. Click Change and enter a suitable name for your server. Click OK and restart the server to apply the new name. Next, let's configure a static IP address. Press Windows plus R, type ncpa.cpl, and press Enter. Here, you'll see the network adapters. Right-click the Ethernet network adapter and select Properties. Double-click IPv4. Now I'll enter the static IP address. For this lab, I'm using IP address 192.168.0.10. I'll enter the appropriate subnet mask and default gateway for my network. The default gateway is normally the IP address of your router or gateway device. For the DNS server, I'll use the gateway or router IP as the preferred DNS. For the alternate DNS, I'll use 8.8.8.8, click OK, and then close the remaining windows. Now I'll restart the server so that all the changes are applied. After logging in again, Server Manager will open automatically. And as you can see, our new server name is displayed here, along with the network information and IP address. So our basic Windows Server 2025 configuration is now complete. That's it for today's video. In the upcoming videos, we'll continue building our Windows Server Lab. We'll configure Domain Controller, DNS, and DHCP step by step. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to SR Tech Lab, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.